This is Threshold Training's workout day for Friday, September 25th. Hope you all are recovering from yesterday's tough thruster workout. We are going to continue that recovery through our long chipper style workout today. Before we get into that piece of the workout, we're going to go through our skill work up front. It's going to be in a Tabata format. It's an equal Tabata, which means you're going to work for 20 seconds, rest for 20 seconds. The goal isn't to work as hard as you can or as fast as you can. The goal is to work smart and focus on technique. So you're going to, for the first movement, you're going to pick the bike, the rower, or the banded running. And you are going to go through 20 seconds of that bike, row, or banded running. And your goal is to focus on the technique of the monostructural movement that you picked. Ideally, you're picking the one that you will do in the next part of the workout, which involves ideally a run, but it can also be a bike or a rower. Okay, so you're working on the skill of the rowing stroke, the skill of the bike pedal, or the skill of the banded running. So because that is a fair amount to go over between the bike, row, and run, we won't do this all in this video. Okay, we will have 3 separate videos that you can view in the website, on the website, underneath the click here for the workout explanation video that you can view individually so you can get a sense of what we're looking for, what we're trying to essentially focus on. Briefly, if you are on the bike, make sure we are setting up our seat correctly, okay, so that we can get as much power into the pedal as we can through our hip, knee, and ankle all at the same time. And that as you're doing your revolutions, you're staying tall through your torso, so you're not kind of crouching over the bike, okay? And as you're staying tall, as much as you are pushing down on one side, you're pulling up on the opposite side, as if you're trying to do a butt kick, okay, to help the revolution of the pedals. On the rower, okay, as we're rowing for our stroke, we want to make sure that we are finishing our stroke all the way, right to our midline. Our elbows are right by our sides. Okay, here we're not trying to slam our chest with the handle. As you return, remember the sequence begins with the arms first, then the torso leaning forward. Okay, so notice that as I do that, my knees do not bend prematurely. Okay, so I've finished my stroke here. I'm going to hinge at the hips. Right, from here, then I'm going to bring my seat in by bending the knees. Then I'm going to snap my knees and hips open for the next stroke. That snap of the knees and snap of the hip is what's going to drive power into the rower. For the banded running, what you guys are going to do in class or at home, if you have the space and ability to, is grab a band, place it around a post. You're going to step into the band with both feet. You're going to place the band around your waist where a belt would be. From here, you're going to take 1 to 2 big steps forward. And what we're going to do is imagine, start with a jog, work your way up to run, get a little faster, get a little faster, get a little faster, get a little faster. And the idea with the band is to cue you to lean forward with your whole body, chest and hips, lean forward at the ankle, and for you to stay tall as you're driving your feet through the ground. Okay, you're utilizing that quick step, the quick cadence, okay, to spend as little time on the ground as possible. Instead of big, laborious steps on the ground, you are quick on the ground, quick off the ground. Okay, you're staying as vertical as possible. Doesn't mean stay vertical way up here. Okay, that just means with each step, you're driving and getting tall through your body. Okay, so that's what we'll be looking for in the Tabata skill work for the row, bike, run. On the opposite minute, you'll be doing kips on the pull-up bar. So what we're looking for there is an active shoulder, You're driving the movement through the shoulders, so the body is coming into an arch position in front of the pull-up bar, and then the hollow position behind the pull-up bar. Okay? It's gonna look like this. On the pull-up bar, knuckles are over the bar. I go back and forth. Small oscillations. Notice my hollow is a little bit bigger than my arch. I don't need to have a really big arch to achieve a big hollow. I need to have tension through my arch, through the midline, through the back, through the legs, in order to achieve a big hollow. I don't need a big range of motion in front, okay? It's particularly one that's not controlled. Start with small oscillations, gradually get a little bit bigger, particularly if you plan on doing chest to bar pull-ups or bar muscle ups in the next part of the workout. Practice being under control. Practice keeping the knuckles over the bar for the entire time. So that's our skill work. We'll work through that for 4 rounds each. From there, we're going to go into our 25-minute AMRAP at a conversational pace. For today, it's really imperative, particularly if you are coming next Monday, which by the way may or may not be a benchmark workout, that you take this at a conversational pace. That you take Saturday as having an enjoyable day, nothing super high intensity, and same thing with Sunday. Okay, if we want to optimize performance on Monday, okay, begin the recovery now. So, 25-minute AMRAP, each round is really long, and it will incorporate a 400-meter run, 5 bar muscle ups, or a challenging pull-up variation for you. That could be chest to bar pull-ups, chin over bar pull-ups, or strict pull-ups, strict banded pull-ups. Those are the options we're going to have for you today. Could also be a challenging ring row variation. 10 hang power cleans. The weight here will be light. Okay, we would expect you to do at least all 10 in a row, if not maybe 5 and 5, but it should not be a weight that you're not used to or that you can't do multiple reps in a row. Then we have 20 total alternating overhead one-arm reverse lunges. Okay, 20 total. You're essentially going to have a dumbbell up and overhead, like so. Staying tall to the torso. You are going to lunge backwards, alternating sides, keeping the arm locked out overhead versus bent, or in front of you, or to the side. So the dumbbell stays up and overhead. Again, it should feel light, should feel doable for multiple reps. From there, we're going to go through a one-arm dumbbell box step over. So I'll have a box in front of me. I'm going to step up to that box, both feet, and then step up and over. I can go sideways as well and kind of cross my feet over. Okay, the technique for that, bring the back foot up in front, step up and over, and then come right behind. It's almost like a karaoke over the box, or a grapevine over the box. You need both feet on the box. You may not clear the box like so. Once you're done 30, we'll go out for another 400-meter run. Then we'll go back down the list, 30 step overs, 20 lunges, 10 hang power cleans, 5 bar muscle ups, or your challenging pull-up variation. For the hang power cleans, we will deadlift the bar up. We will come to our hang position, which is anywhere below the waist or above the knee. We will come over the bar like this. We will launch the bar to our front rack position. Please land in a quarter squat and then stand. Fight the urge to just come here. Just use this time to practice cycling the bar, landing underneath it to save the shoulders a bit, okay? So, all of that, starting with a run, going all the way up the list, run, then back down the list is 1 round. We're really probably only gonna get 1 to 2.5 rounds, and that's okay. It's a fair amount of work, but again, remember the goals are to work at a conversational pace. Again, that means you can hold a conversation with somebody as you're working. If that means you need to break things up, it means you need to break things up. All right, guys, that is the workout for Friday. Enjoy the end of the week, and we look forward to seeing you in class or hearing about your workout on social media.